Next little project here. Got this little Honda motorcycle. It's a Honda Rebel. I think it's like a 2005. So we're draining the tank right now. I'm thinking it'll be enough to fill it in that. Might have to get another container over here, just in case. This thing got parked and just sat and sat and sat until, you know, now it needs a tune-up. So we're gonna empty the gas tank. We're gonna obviously replace that air filter. We got a new one over here, ready to go in it. Brand new air filter. We're gonna replace the oil in it. Straight from Honda. I gotta keep an eye on that gasolina right there. Oh man, it stinks. Talking about some bad gas. And in here we got a set of spark plugs, NGK. We're gonna replace both spark plugs. One on each side, one on the other side. So we'll be popping those guys in there. And what else we got here? A little carburetor jet kit. Some springs and some new little jets in there. So we'll get into that carburetor and replace some of those O-rings and clean it out. And before we get into the carburetor, like I said, I'm cleaning out the fuel. I pulled the cap off of it. It smelled horrible, man. It smelled horrible. You don't want that gas. I use it to burn some wood in the fire pit. That's about all I'll use that gas for. And it looked like it had almost a full tank in it. I mean, that sucker's still trickling down in there. It's getting a little too close for comfort, y'all, so I'm gonna have to set this phone down for a second and swap containers. Want to see some old cruddy gas? Look at that. So yeah, we're gonna empty this tank out completely. We're gonna put some seafoam. We're gonna redo the carburetor, redo that air filter, change the oil. We are going to put some seafoam in here. Boats, motorcycles, just about anything. Seafoam's been around forever. So we'll pour some seafoam in that gas tank. We got the battery on a slow charger. Here's a little baby battery. We're gonna see what happens with this little baby battery, if it'll take a charge, and if not, we'll have to replace it. But we're gonna try to save it and see if it'll take a charge. Yeah, here's the slot for the battery. We're gonna pull that carburetor out and apart. I'm gonna actually lift the gas tank up out of there. I'm gonna go ahead and drain the brake fluid and get some fresh brake fluid. I'm gonna bleed it out from the bottom, refill it up top. It was looking a little dingy. So we'll get some fresh brake fluid in there, get these brakes real good. These tires, I don't know if I'd trust them too much, but whatever. She'll have to put some tires on it. here. I'm gonna remove the sprocket cover for the chain and inspect that and make sure that looks good. Obviously I gotta drain the oil, I'll be down there anyways. I'm gonna spray some chain lubricant all around that chain. There isn't a lot of play in it. It doesn't, I wouldn't say it needs an adjustment. This isn't a very powerful bike. This is a little 250cc Honda Rebel. It's a girl's bike and it's a great beginner bike. She has some saddlebags and a back seat on it. I had to remove all that. It's a lot of dinginess in there. I needed to get cleaned up anyways. I'm gonna see if I can get some of this chrome polished up again. Do a real nice job on it, you know? Get her shining again, get her looking good. Make it to where they want to ride it, you know? Yeah, that back tire isn't looking too good. It's got tread on it. It's looking old and dry rotted. Some fresh rubber would be really inspiring. Once you get these things nice and hot, on a hot day riding around, that's when you could have a boom blowout. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll get it off the trailer obviously after we're done with all this, and we'll take it for a nice little drive, get her nice and warmed up. Looks like we're filling up a second jug. What do y'all think? A third jug? How much gas was in it? How much gas was in that booger? I'm looking forward to getting that gas tank off, having a little easier access to the carburetor. Get that carb jet in there. I'm gonna tear apart the whole entire carburetor and go through the whole entire thing. So we'll see. We'll get it all nice and cleaned up, blow out the fuel lines and whatnot, make sure that we got all the gunk out. I'm gonna clean out the gas tank real nice while I have it off, put it back on, freshen it up. That's it. Anyways, I don't want to make the video too long. I normally don't mess with bikes like I used to when I was younger, but like I said, this is a close friend's bike. It's a Honda Rebel. I think it's like a 2005, 2006, somewhere around there. It ain't that old. And she is gonna be doing some riding, some local riding. She don't go too far in this thing, but still, you know, you want it to start up every time. She just might have to get a battery, but you know, hopefully she doesn't. Hopefully that one charges up. I'll ride around the neighborhood here a couple days and make sure it's starting up fine before I give it back to her. But I don't really want to go too far on these tires. I'll recommend her not to. You know, she's gonna have to take it to a bike shop to get the tires put on. I don't have the equipment to do that here, but I'll make sure I save her some money on all this other work. Anyways, it's a late night. Just wanted to make a quick video documenting everything coming apart here. We'll make another video on it going back together and purring and all that stuff and getting cleaned up. For anyone that's interested, get ready to see a part 2 video coming soon here. And looks like we're trickling. Yeah, I guess we don't need the third jug. And that's about it. So I'll still pull the tank off and make sure I get everything out, get it real nice and clean, and then put the tank back on it. I already got it disconnected. It's just before I pull it off, I like to drain it. It's easier to get everything out that way in case you're thinking of doing it yourself. I personally like it better without the saddlebags. Her saddlebags are old and very beat up, and they just make the bike look old and dingy. It'd be different if they were like new saddlebags. They make the bike look new, you know, but we'll see if she wants them back on or not. Anyways, I'm gonna have myself a little more fun tonight getting this tore apart, and then tomorrow we'll reassemble. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good night.